Okay, this installation will be for the seat back brackets that flip down on the Excursions. They're just held by the Velcro, and this Velcro a lot of times will come apart and won't stick anymore, and then the back flap will fall down and won't stay up. So what we're going to do is we're going to install a Ford Expedition seat back retaining clip. What this does is it allows this to be mounted to the back of the seat, and then this clip will be mounted to the piece that folds down, and that piece is going to be captured on either side by this bracket. And you can see that green clip when it's folded up. It just clips and holds on the seat, so that way it's going to be retained up there without the Velcro. And it'll have the same function and color scheme as the Expedition does for an OEM install. So what first we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take off the seat back cover, and you can feel when you're down in the seat, you see that there's an indentation right in this area. So the plastic panels that are already installed here have the location where they would have been installed if the factory decided to do it. So first off is we're going to remove that seat cushion, just some Velcro connections on the bottom, and then it's going to just slide up from the top. Alright, so the Velcro has been removed, panels been slid up a little bit. Once you get it up, it just comes off really easily. So this is the back flap. You can see this is plastic, and here's that indentation that we were talking about. What we're going to need to do is use a cutting tool, whatever you decide. I'm going to use a Dremel to cut out the inside radius portion. It's inset, and it'll come out through the back here, and we're just going to install the cover back over it and then cut the carpet to match that hole once we get in. And then it's just a quick simple snap install. There's no screws for the outer piece, so just the inner piece has 2 screws that retain it to the seat. Okay, so you can see that we have the hole now cut out in that recessed area. It should be noted that you're not going to cut all the way to the edge. You're going to leave about a 1/4 inch, and that's going to allow just the pass-through pieces, the 4 studs and the locating tabs to fit, and still having a portion to rest on to locate it. If you could cut it completely out, that piece is large enough that it would actually just pass completely through. See how it would fall all the way through there. So you just need just enough to cut out for the edges of the tabs to fit, so when it's in there, it's located and has a shelf to reside on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the cover back on, and we're going to cut out the carpet for that whole area, and then we can clip that together. Okay, so you can see we have the flip down piece installed, and it fits in that recess with the carpet pressed down around it. So this piece right here, you're going to push in to lock and push this to release. So when we're down, this piece is going to be in here, and you can see when you push, that green tab comes up and locks it. So now it's going to be held, and that's going to be then connected to the back of the seat. So as you push the green button, it releases that piece, and now that back is going to stay up on the seat where it's mounted, and the seat will retract. So we have much cleaner installation. And so for the upper portion, what you can do is just use a small knife or some sewing trimmers to unstitch this portion and the Velcro, and it will be removed for a clean install. Alright, so here we have the completed install. We've got the rear tab, we've got the front portion that retains it in the drop down piece, and we've got the back piece screwed in. I may try and figure out what the best way is to get that located, measuring with a tape measure and everything. But actually the simplest way is to install this piece in here. So clip it in, raise the seat up, give it a good push, shake it, get it to have some force and pressure, and that other piece will actually kind of adhere itself just by the edges of it to the carpet. So you'll release the clip, and when you release it, it'll be in position. So then at that point, you can just hold it tight in place and screw in those screws directly into the back. And they are self-tapping into the plastic, so it makes it much easier. But that's it. So for the completed install, so to get away from having the old Velcro piece that wears out over time and doesn't retain it and doesn't hold it down well, you now can just push that clip and that piece doesn't want to come back. Go ahead and just push your green tab, and now the seat releases. So that's as easy as it is. Just a Ford Expedition 99202, I believe, and also probably the Navigator may also have that option in it. So if you can find yourself that part from a junkyard, there you now have a secure means of holding that back flap on your Excursion middle row.